Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of GWA Supercharged. I am Joe Davis. We're coming to you live from the GWA Arena in Portland, Oregon. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we're going to be joined right from the start by the heavyweight champion of the world, Owen Gerald Sexton, and his new partners, Cliff Russell and Vince Dixon, the Eliminators. And it appears that these three men that are calling themselves the Coalition have something to say right from the start here, so we're going to send it down to the ring. We're going to listen in. Oh, wait a second. And that got the attention of all three of these guys in the ring. And there he is, the #1 contender for the world's title, Bubba Mason. Bubba Mason putting the world's champion on notice. He's going to be in action later on tonight in a 2 out of 3 falls match with Sheik Amir. And that's not all. We've got Eddie Sheffield going one-on-one with Gavin Briggs. Also, she returned last week, and now she's going to be in action. Wild Thing Tammy Mullins set to square off with Lacey Evans. But first, we have 1/3 of the Lucha House Party, Kalisto, going up against 1/2 of High Energy, Derek Wright. That's our opening contest. It's coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Lucha House Party from Mexico City, Mexico. Weighing in at 168 pounds,
Kalisto, Lindsay Dorado, and Grand Metalik. The Lucha House Party with Kalisto set for action here tonight on Supercharged. These three young men always have a good time. and looking to bring the party to Supercharged here tonight. But will Derek Wright crash the Lucha House Party, or will Kalisto keep the party rolling throughout the night? Derek Wright set for action along with his partner, who will be at ringside, Willie Jones. High Energy, and High Energy had a rough night last week in a match with the Eliminators. Again, the Eliminators recently joining forces with Owen Gerald Sexton, the world's heavyweight champion, seemingly taking the Eliminators under his wing. And Owen Gerald Sexton calling out GWA management, trying to get his new tag team a shot at the World Tag Team titles. And listen to these people behind Kalisto. The bell sounds, we're underway, and Kalisto, look at that! Papa Budakurana! Right from the get-go, drop kick, sending Derek Wright to the canvas. Kalisto looking to use that speed and agility. And look at this. Up and over with a head scissors takedown. Another drop kick, and Kalisto's on a roll. She got the cover. One. And only one that time for Kalisto. As impressive as all of that was, it wasn't going to be enough to put Derek Wright away, at least not yet. And drop down, over the top, and a shoulder block, neither man budging on that one. And now Derek Wright with Kalisto, several shots, and now Derek Wright off the bottom rope and down with the stomp. Down with a knee strike, but nobody home. And what a kick by Kalisto. And now rolling senton. I don't think he got all of it. He may have got the back of his head into the midsection of Derek Wright, but Wright with the snap suplex takes Kalisto to the canvas, and the match, the tide has turned. And by the mask, which is completely disrespectful to a luchador, and the fireman's carry, Kalisto taking Derek Wright down once again. I'm hearing that backstage, GWA management is discussing and considering what Owen Gerald Sexton has demanded here tonight. From what I understand, a decision hasn't been reached, but it is being discussed. Here's a cover. 1, 2, and a 2 count for Derek Wright. And Kalisto now picks the leg into the dragon screw. Kalisto with a high drop kick. Kalisto now on the middle rope. Derek Wright stirring, trying to get to his feet, and down with a double axe handle smash. 1, 2, no. Still only a 2. Gonna have to do a little bit more than that. Kalisto on the right track, however. And look at this flurry of offense. And Willie Jones on the apron. The distraction. And now Derek Wright gonna capitalize with a stalling standing suplex. Knee drop right to the face. Willie Jones, it only took a moment Kalisto distracted. Derek Wright now here going to try to pick up the win. 1, 2. And a 2 count that time. Derek Wright now in control thanks to his tag team partner. And what is he doing? To the outside now. And wait a minute, look at this. Wrapping the legs up and into a figure 4 around the post. The official counting. I think the count will restart now, but what a devastating maneuver. And now right back to the leg out on the floor. Now Derek Wright trying to take the legs away from Kalisto. Suplex on the floor. And Derek Wright has kicked it into another gear here. And DDT now on the floor. My God. The official now up to 6. Swinging neck breaker now. And Grand Metalik wanting to get in on the action. He's wanting to stop this. The official up to 8. Kalisto back into the ring. 9. And Derek Wright will now follow suit. Catches him with a drop kick. Derek Wright right back to his feet and high crossbody off the top by Kalisto. Back to his feet again. Derek Wright comes up and the reversal by Kalisto and another drop kick. What action between these two. Kalisto measuring his opponent. And seated senton off the top against the ropes and got caught by Derek Wright coming back in. And Spanish fly reversal by Kalisto. What a match this is turning out to be. And Kalisto with a Salida del Sol. 1, 2, got it. No, he didn't get him. He didn't get him. Only a 2, but now goes up top. 450 splash, perfectly done. 1, 2, 3. No, Derek Wright still gets the shoulder up. How did he do that? The Salida del Sol followed up with a 450 splash, and Derek Wright is still in this match somehow, some way. Kalisto now thinking, what must I do? And Kalisto now sends Derek Wright through the ropes and the rest of Lucha. Wait a minute, look at this. Through the ropes, DDT on the floor. Listen to these people. Kalisto firing up this crowd, springboard splash to the spine of Derek Wright. The cover. 1, 2, got him. What a match. And here was the downfall. The suicide dive into the DDT and finally the springboard splash by Kalisto. And it was finally enough to put Derek Wright away.
Here is your winner, Kalisto.
What a match here tonight on Supercharged, and a big victory for Kalisto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the returning Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins, set to go one-on-one with Lacey Evans. Thing, Tammy Mullins returned to GWA last week, now riding that motorcycle down and around the ring. A new look, a little bit of a new attitude, and perhaps even a new chip on her shoulder. Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins, looking to make a statement upon her return in her first match back in quite a while. But she's going to have a tough opponent here with Lacey Evans. But Tammy Mullins looks ready as ever. Whoa, wait a second. Hold on. Well, that's not Lacey Evans.
And from Hollywood, California, the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, the Superstar, Halie Nolan.
The GWA Women's World Champion, Halie Nolan, coming out here. Wait a second. I'm being told that Halie Nolan is going to be replacing Lacey Evans. And apparently Lacey Evans somehow has been locked in her dressing room. She can't get out. And it sounds like Peter Birchfield is back there. Won't let people try to open it. He's keeping security and staff from being able to try to open the door. I believe Halie Nolan and Peter Birchfield have locked Lacey Evans in her dressing room so that Halie Nolan can take her place. So we're going to get Tammy Mullins one-on-one with the world's women's champion, Halie Nolan. Here we go. And a block. Mullins teeing off on the women's world champion. And Tammy Mullins with the roundhouse kick, caught her right in the face. Caught her flush. That could be it right there. One. No, it wasn't. It was only a one, and that's a little shocking. But now Halie Nolan with the suplex reversal by Wild Thing into the German suplex. Look at this. Tammy Mullins sit out powerbomb cover. One. And still only a one. Tammy Mullins really putting on the pressure here to Halie Nolan. And now through the ropes into the floor. Wait a minute. Tammy Mullins has something in mind here. Against the ropes and through with a suicide dive, and Halie Nolan crashes into the barricade. Tammy Mullins returned last week confronting Halie Nolan, saying she's coming for Nolan and that women's world title. Nolan, I think, has taken exception to that. Wanted a piece of Mullins, getting it right here tonight. And look at this. Look at this strength. Are you kidding me? Tammy Mullins looking super impressive. One. And still only a one. I still got to give it to Halie Nolan. The resiliency by the Women's World Champion on full display here against the ropes. And drop kick catches her flush. And there's the kick right to the side of the head, and Nolan is back to her feet. Neither lady connecting on that. Bulldog by Nolan. And now Halie Nolan gonna try to get back in this thing. It's been mostly Tammy Mullins since the opening bell. And Nolan now gets an elbow right in the face. Wait a second. Tammy Mullins, cover, 1, 2, and the 2 count. For Wild Thing, that was classic Tammy Mullins. Halie Nolan is reeling, and Mullins has her right where she wants her. Headbutt, grabs the arm, overdrive, cover, 1, 2, 3. And what a statement by Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins, with a non-title victory over the Women's World Champion. The overdrive by Tammy Mullins and the victory.
Here is your winner, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins.
Tammy Mullins is back, no doubt about it. And she just toppled the big dog on top of the mountain as far as the women's division goes, Halie Nolan, and did it in spectacular fashion. And Tammy Mullins now going to ride off into the sunset after getting the business done. Oh my, big tag team match with a lot riding on the line. The Eliminators will now take on the Viking Raiders later on in a #1 contenders match. But that's not all, because coming up next, we've got Eddie Sheffield going one-on-one with Gavin Briggs.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Varsity Club from Spokane, Washington, weighing in at 155 pounds, Eddie Sheffield.
Well, Eddie Sheffield of the Varsity Club making his way down to the ring solo because his tag team partner Ryan Morris was injured last week at the hands of the individual that we only know as Azrael. And Azrael completely picked apart Ryan Morris last week. We don't know his condition. No. Oh my God, here we go again. Eddie Sheffield, I know it's pitch black in here. You can't see a thing. But I advise Eddie Sheffield to run. I don't care in what direction as long as you get out of here. Well, the lights are back on now. But there is Kaeva.
And his opponent, accompanied by
monster that's nearly 350 pounds down to the ring. Azrael stalking, lurking, making his way down here to Eddie Sheffield, the man that destroyed Justin Reed and Ryan Morris already up to this point. I feel like it's even got a little colder in here. I think the temperature has dropped. Well, now Azrael going to be the opponent, apparently, of Eddie Sheffield. I'm telling you, Sheffield, run while he can, and he's walking right towards this monster, and right into the corner, and Azrael just teeing off on Eddie Sheffield. Sheffield now is able to block that, and somehow Sheffield fights out of the corner and just swatted away by Azrael. And look at this, wraps up the arm, and just look at the strength. And Azrael went for a drop kick. Sheffield was able to avoid it. There's a forearm shot. Now Sheffield with a lot more guts than brains here as far as this goes. And now Azrael, look at this. My God, that is just otherworldly. Azrael once again picking up Sheffield like he's a child. Eddie Sheffield against the ropes, and they collide in the center of the ring, but the knee lift right into the face. And once again against the ropes, big boot. And I think his boot covers the entire face of Eddie Sheffield. This kid is now getting dissected by the Reaper. I'm telling you, the official just needs to stop this thing now. Stop it before it's too late. And Sheffield winds up just like Morris. 1, 2, and Eddie Sheffield kicks out, and I have to question the wisdom of that. Azrael showing no mercy. Azrael a third time slamming the head of Eddie Sheffield into the canvas. Sheffield trying to get back to his feet. Now Azrael sends him to the corner. And look at this foot right in the throat. But Sheffield, once again, able to use the leverage to get out of that predicament, and now going for the leg. Sheffield now went for the kick, but Azrael, even as big as he is, was able to duck underneath it. Azrael now with the foot and the choke slam. Eddie Sheffield is being destroyed in front of our very eyes. And now Azrael with Eddie Sheffield splashes him. 1, 2, that's it. Good night, Eddie Sheffield. And Azrael adds another victim to his list. Look at this. Azrael claims another victim.
Here is your winner, the Reaper, Azrael.
GWA is in a bad way with Azrael walking around. Halie Nolan having a meltdown backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that #1 contenders match. The Eliminators to take on the Viking Raiders.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by the Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton, at a combined weight of 500 pounds.
Well, Cliff Russell and Vince Dixon, the Eliminators, have a newfound, what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. A newfound confidence since joining with Owen Gerald Sexton, getting a little bit of, I guess you could call it revenge against High Energy last week. But now they got to go up against the Viking Raiders if they want to earn a shot at the World Tag Team titles. The Viking Raiders ready to do battle with a shot at the GWA World Tag Team titles up for grabs. Eric and Ivar would love to get another shot at those tag team championship belts, currently held by Luther and Mahler Isaac, the Pitbulls. Owen Gerald Sexton, the GWA Heavyweight Champion of the world, extremely confident in the Eliminators. He was able to get them this opportunity. It's not exactly what they wanted, not what they strived for. But Vince Dixon going to start things off with Ivar. There's the bell. And Dixon swinging wildly. Ivar coming in hot. Scoop here. And Dixon right to the leg. The chop block. And now slamming the knee into the canvas. And Vince Dixon already going for the legs of Ivar, which is a very, very sound strategy. The Indian Deathlock here now on Ivar. Vince Dixon now with the cover. Well, not even a one, not even. But again, a sound strategy, a man that's twice your size. If he's laying on his back or his stomach because he can't stand up on his legs, well, he can't really do too much to you. Drop kick by Cliff Russell. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and no. But that was close. 2 count for the Eliminators. And Russell now with the neck breaker. And so far, the Eliminators putting on a clinic here. And right back to the leg. And Cliff Russell now in control of Ivar. And again, now that I say something, Ivar with, well, it wasn't quite a crossbody, a forearm shot of sorts. Down across the left arm, and Ivar against the ropes, and the splash. Ivar now trying to turn things around. And Ivar now with Cliff Russell sends him head first into the top turnbuckle, and Cliff Russell does not want to be there. Bulldog out of the corner. And Ivar going to use that opportunity to make the tag. In comes Eric, and Cliff Russell has been completely rocked. Eric gonna take over where Ivar left off, and short arm clothesline. The Viking Raiders have certainly turned this thing around at this point. Running knee right to the side of the head. There's a stiff kick, but Russell gonna shrug that one off, but right into the waiting arms of Eric, who drops him down across the top rope, excuse me. There's a block by Russell and a high knee catching Eric. And look at this, the head scissor takedown. The flying elbow. And Cliff Russell now with Eric, sending Eric to the corner. And tag, Vince Dixon legal. Drop down and the drop kick. And Dixon now not going for the cover. Look at this, double underhook, sit out powerbomb. One. And no, only a one that time. Now the Eliminators with the momentum, looking for victory. A shot at the GWA World Tag Team Championships on the line in this one. Dixon now with the exploder suplex into the corner. 1, 2, no. A long 2 count for Cliff Russell. Vince Dixon, and now against the ropes, back body drop. Eric now just trying to survive at this point. A knee drop missed by Dixon and caught by Eric. And Eric with the running knee, catching Dixon right in the face. He should have went for the cover there, but he makes the tag to Ivar. And now Ivar sending Dixon to the corner. A scoop and the slam by Ivar. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and no. And now Cliff Russell, intercepted by Eric, sends him over the top rope. Ivar now with the headbutt. Where's Ivar going? No, you're kidding. Moonsault, but he got caught. Vince Dixon got the knees up. But Ivar right back on the attack. He's got Dixon into the Bulldog. And Ivar, wait, now Ivar's going even higher up. He decided against that one. But because of the hesitation, Dixon, look at this. Are you kidding with the Uranage? And Vince Dixon able to withstand the onslaught by Ivar, the dropkick, and Eric goes to the floor. Vince Dixon, no, are you kidding? Look at that technique. 1, 2, 3. The Eliminators have done it. Look at this. This was impressive. The technique by Vince Dixon, able to hoist up Ivar. The powerbomb, the victory.
Here are your winners, the Eliminators.
And with that, the Eliminators are the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. Big Bubba Mason to take on Sheik Amir. 2 out of 3 falls.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making his way to the ring from Perry, Oklahoma, weighing in at 324 pounds, Big Bubba Mason.
Big Bubba Mason became the #1 contender for the GWA Heavyweight Championship of the World last week. And this week, it's to my understanding that Bubba Mason specifically asked for this match to be 2 out of 3 falls to prove a point, and that point is that when it comes to 2 out of 3 falls, he can easily win that match. And if he does that very same thing against Owen Gerald Sexton with the world title on the line, Mason would be the new world champion.
And his opponent from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 296 pounds, Sheik Amir.
And Sheik Amir now making his way down to the ring for this matchup. Also earlier tonight, we saw Bubba Mason making his presence known and making Owen Gerald Sexton aware that he's coming after him. He's got that World Heavyweight Championship on the mind, and he's coming for it. Bubba Mason has made a valid point that he believes that Owen Gerald Sexton way too worried about the Eliminators, the tag team titles, and the tag team division for one reason or another, even though he's got more pressing concerns, and that would be defending that World Heavyweight Championship that he recently won. Big Bubba Mason against Sheik Amir. 2 out of 3 falls on Supercharged. And snapmare by Sheik Amir. And Mason right back to his feet, and Amir was not paying attention. You cannot turn your back and not pay attention to Bubba Mason. And Mason now right back up to his feet, but Amir was trying to keep the pressure on. And Bubba Mason now firing away. Bubba Mason with Amir, sends him head first into the turnbuckle. Now driving the knees right into the bread basket. I gotta believe that the World's Heavyweight Champion, the Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton, is watching this match backstage intently. Cover. 1. And only a 1. Looking for that first fall. Did not find it that time. And Mason, what a shot. And against the ropes, and what a right hand, right to the jaw. Covered by Mason. And not even a 1. Amir powering out of that. You can see the reaction by Mason. He couldn't believe that Amir kicked out so quickly. Look at this. Amir turns that into a double underhook power bomb, and Sheik Amir battling back here, and reversal by Mason. Mason grabs him and chucks him with the hay bale throw. Sheik Amir completely dazed. Mason, and he missed the big boot. Elbow by Mason. Another forearm shot, and Mason now against the ropes. And another big right hand, catching Amir right in the ear. Bubba Mason now with Sheik Amir. Hooks him up. Down with the Dominator. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And there's the first fall for big Bubba Mason. Mason in total control. This match mostly Bubba Mason. Sheik Amir's gotten a little offense in there from time to time, but Bubba Mason really looking to make a statement here tonight. And I think that statement is made directly to the world's heavyweight champion, Owen Gerald Sexton. That Sheik Amir, it looks like Amir is I think he's been opened up at some point. It looks like he may be bleeding. Amir now trying to take advantage. Sheik Amir trying to get something going, and an elbow right to the glutes. Mason now with a double underhook throw. He threw him all the way across the ring. And Bubba Mason runs right through him like a freight train. 1, 2, 3. Stick a fork in him. He's done. Bubba Mason going 2 and out against Sheik Amir, the Dominator, getting the first fall for Bubba Mason. And then this just runs right through him like a Mack truck. And that was the second and deciding fall. Victory for Bubba Mason. Bubba Mason went to wait a second. No, not with a belt. Owen Gerald Sexton, that no good son of a